Episode 1, Kagoshima. A seaside city with fascinating history, unique cuisine, and a very active volcano just across the bay, where I now find myself after a 2-hour flight from Tokyo and a 1-hour bus ride from the nearest airport. It's here in Kagoshima where I'm renting a Honda GB350 that I'll be riding for the next 6 days.
Okay, I like this bike so far. I really like it. Minus the clutch. I don't like the clutch. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on at this intersection. But yeah, we are gonna have to deal with rush hour here. Which, Kagoshima's a lot bigger than I originally thought. Yeah, it's big. Coming in on bus and then riding a train through Kagoshima, it's bigger. It's way bigger than I thought. There's a lot of people there. It goes to show you never really know a place just by looking at it on a map. You really got to go there, see it, feel it, move through it. Speaking of big cities, Tokyo is massive. Tokyo is so massive. Okay, left side, left side, left side. The rear tire is skinny on this bike. I guess I'm just used to my Triumph Scrambler and Cade's Scrambler, my brother's Ducati Scrambler. They both have really wide tires. The seat's nice though, it's really big and plush. What's the speed limit? 50? Sweet. That's where we're going. 50 kilometers. The forecast said a lot of rain today, but so far it's just cloudy. I do have rain pants in my bag that I actually need to put in a more accessible location. Now that I'm on a motorcycle, I packed so I can carry everything on a motorcycle with me, but I haven't been on a motorcycle for 4 days because I spent 2 days in Hawaii on my way to Japan. I split the cross of the Pacific in two, stayed with a friend and his wife in Oahu. It was awesome. And then spending 2 nights in Tokyo, all my motorcycle stuff has kind of just been sitting in the bottom of both of my bags. So my mother just texted me. I wonder what time it is there. It's got to be late there. Okay. I feel like the road paint is really good so far. Yeah, road paint's good. Woo! But the lights are not as blatantly in your face as they are in America. In America, the lights are huge and across the whole street, but these are kind of small. I'll definitely move the camera to my chin so I can show you at some point. But dude, this bike sounds so good. And it feels pretty good. It's really stable. It's very neutral. It's a very neutral position, even more than my Scrambler. I feel like these bars are a lot lower than my Scramblers and narrower, but I like it. I like it so far. Ooh, every time I see a freaking giant arrow in front of me, it scares me. Yeah. Oh, there's neutral. We gotta pound that sucker down. So I read online that you can lane split, lane filter. Oh, yeah. This bike has a heel shifter, which I am not used to. I just bumped it into neutral with my heel. Whew. That heel shifter, man, it's getting me. I keep bumping it with my shoe. And I'm merging onto something. I might be merging onto a highway of some kind. I'm talking with the rental 819 employee. I should have got his name, man. What was I thinking? He was so nice. We talked about a lot of things, but using Google Translate, because dude, I have had a great slap in the face as far as the language goes. It's easy to get into neutral on this bike. But he was super nice. He was giving me food recommendations here in Kagoshima, asking me about my motorcycle, what I like to ride and stuff. So I sent him my YouTube channel, and he subscribed, and he says he's excited to see Yakushima, the island I'm taking a ferry to tomorrow and spending 4 days on. That island is really cool. It's very mossy, dense rainforest with really cool mountains, cool beaches, some cool onsens. I'm excited. But he's never been. He lives here in Kagoshima, but he's never been to Yakushima. And it's just I think it's a 3-hour ferry. It might only be a 3-hour ferry. Let's see, I am going to merge left up here. Speaking of the ferry, I called them to make a reservation tomorrow for the transport of my motorcycle, but they didn't speak any English, and I tried to use Google Translate over the phone, but it just didn't work. I wonder how they treat passing through an intersection at a yellow light here, because that was very, very yellow. So I'm going to go check into the hotel, a little change of plans, check in the hotel, drop off some stuff, and then I'm going to go to the ferry terminal, the Yaku 2 ferry terminal, to make a reservation tomorrow, because you need a reservation to transport a vehicle, even a motorcycle. Okay. Merge left. I merge left right here. That was another yellow light. Let's open her up. Woo! Yeah, man, this is a great little bike. This is a great bike. I am very excited. Fukuoka, so not Fukuoka. I am going to Fukuoka next week, but Kagoshima. What's going on? What does that yellow arrow mean? Yeah, I wish you could see that. I'll show you. I'll ride around with the helmet on my chin. The lights are weird. I don't get them. Weird as in, I don't understand them. The shifter kind of feels like my brother's Ducati scrambler shifter. A little uncomfortable. It's just kind of loose compared to my scrambler shifter. But just different bikes, man. That's how it is. I feel like my back was a little tweaked from all the flights and trains and buses I've been taking. Especially the flights from Haneda, Tokyo to Kagoshima. It was only supposed to be an hour and 50 minutes, but we were sitting on the tarmac at Haneda for 2 hours. So we doubled the length of the flight and we were just sitting there. But luckily I still had enough time to get here by bus and train to Rental 819, which is on the southern end of Kagoshima City, whereas everything else I'm doing is on the northern end, so we're passing through Kagoshima. And I actually really like it here. Taking the bus from the airport, which is pretty much in Kirishima, to here. We passed through some cool mountains, a couple small little canyons, and some really cool trees, dude. I'm loving the trees here. In Kyushu, it definitely feels more humid than Tokyo. It is kind of subtropical down here. And I'm liking the trees. I'm really liking the trees. Okay. And these little trolleys they got are so cool. But these little trolleys are running on tracks that are surrounded by grass. Instead of just being like gravel or pavement or concrete, it's grass. Nice, well-kept grass. Looks good. Looks really good. Woo! Dropped my heart right there. I felt like this bike was gonna die. Okay. Yeah, man. Kagoshima's a cool city. Kagoshima is really cool. And I've barely even seen Sakurajima yet. There's a massive volcano just across the bay there. I just saw it through the gap in these buildings. Massive volcano. And active quite frequently. Which is why the airport's so far away from the city. Okay, we're taking this for a ways. Hope I'm not holding anybody up. It's a speed limit. We've got some traditional buildings here. Buddhist temple. Cool. So, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier. My plan for today was to go to Sengan-en, which is pretty much a Meiji restoration museum. But that is the third yellow light that turned red while I was in the intersection. They close at 5. I think that museum closes at 5. And it's 3:15, and I need to make that reservation for the ferry. So, we'll see. We'll see if I make it to Sengan-en, which I do have another evening. No, I get in too late. When I come back from Yakushima, I land in the same city in Kagoshima, and I'm staying the night on Shidoyama Hill, a historical hill. It's like the last stand of the samurai. But I get in pretty late. I think I get in at 5:30, 4:30 or 5:30. So that's not gonna work. Well, I'm trying to get to Sengan-en today. I'm trying to get there. Which, I could just go there now. I could totally go there now. I just have all my stuff with me. My 5.5 pound laptop is in my backpack. But yeah, man, I could lug that around. I'm almost at my hotel. I'm less than half a mile away from it. I've got a couple sprinkles. It might start raining. The skies are getting pretty dark. The guys at Rental 819 seemed really cool. If you're ever in Kagoshima and need a motorcycle, it's worth the train ride south. They're cool guys. They're nice. Okay, I guess I'm just so used to the brake lever on my scrambler, which is broken. I got like the end broken off of it one time that I crashed. So I can pull that with 2 fingers easily. Well, that's crazy. So the turn lane, you just go straight into the middle of the intersection. It's interesting. Oh yeah, here we got some rain. Starting to rain. My turn's coming up. Yama something. It's the name of the road. Is the next turn. So wait, I'm just gonna follow this guy. Yeah, sick. Is that not a stop sign? Oh, it's green. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. Plaza Hotel 10 Mokan. Let's see if I can just park right here. Where this guy parked. Konnichiwa. Jackson.
Hi. After dropping off my backpack at the hotel, I'm now heading to the ferry terminal to make a reservation for my motorcycle.
Oh, there. Is this really where I want to go? Yeah. I think this is where I go in the morning. I'm gonna park in here. Let's see if I can talk. Neutral's getting me. Yeah, boy. I am totally on the right side of the road. My bad, my bad. Shoot, I totally was on the right side of the road there. Gonna park on the curb like that person did.
Okay. 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 Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah, this is where I come tomorrow morning. Once I have a reservation, once I'm ready to get on the boat. There's a good view of Sakurajima. Mm-hmm.
で、この時間に外の建物に行かれてお手続きお願いします。
Mm-hmm.
はい、15日ですね。
Okay.
はい、
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。Well, the ferry is full tomorrow and the next day. And the first opening is on the 15th. So I got some hotel reservations to change. I hope I can still cancel them. We'll see. This changes everything. It changes all my plans. So I got some stuff to figure out.
This does give me the opportunity to go to Sengan-en tomorrow and not have any time restraints. So that's definitely a plus. Spend some more time in Kagoshima, which I'm staying here again on Monday night. I'm staying, I already told you on my way to my hotel, I'm staying on Shiroyama Mountain, which has a really cool top-down view of Kagoshima. And I don't know if I want to drive an hour and a half one way to Kirishima.
because to make my ferry in the morning, to get on the ferry in the morning, I have to be there at 7:30 a.m. So that means I would need to leave Kagoshima at 6 a.m. and it's probably cold up there at 6 a.m. Whoa, I think there's a lot of smoke or steam, something coming out of the volcano. Okay, once I cross, I gotta focus, I don't have my phone out for maps. Once I cross a little bridge, then I turn right, and the park should be right over there somewhere. Unless I already passed it. I think I already passed it. Damn, I think I already did, because I think that's Sengan-en. Nope, I don't. Nope, I did not already pass it. But that might be Sengan-en. I didn't realize this was past Sengan-en. So yeah, this blinker's in a weird spot. This is a crazy turn line. Oh, my bad, my bad. I'm American, sorry. Yeah, this is the park. I did not pass it.
After taking some time to think about and process the changes to my plans, and think about my place in the universe, I've realized how hungry I am. Time to ride back into town, get some dinner. I've only been here half a day, but I gotta say, Kagoshima is a really cool city. There are some foods that Kagoshima is famous for, like kurabuta black pork and sweet potato shochu, but tonight I'm following a friend's recommendation and trying Okonomiyaki Meguro, a fun teppanyaki style restaurant in a cool part of town called Gourmet Street. The owner and chef was very welcoming and speaks great English. I ordered whichever okonomiyaki was his favorite and watched in awe as he made it right in front of me. Enjoy the show.
Ooh.
Enjoy Okonomiyaki.
Thank you. Yes, the video. Yes.
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。屋久島楽しんでください。
After that delicious okonomiyaki and a quick walk through Don Quixote, I am ready for bed. Let's see if I can actually get some sleep tonight. Good morning. It's currently 6:20 and dark and rainy, but it feels great out here. My hotel room was a little hot and muggy. I still can't sleep much past, today was 3:30. It's kind of just tossing and turning since 3:30. And breakfast at the hotel just started. I'm gonna finish this run. Might get some coffee at 7-Eleven, depending on what they have at the hotel. Oh yeah, it feels good out here. I found a place to stay the next 2 nights before I can go to Yakushima, and I'm actually really excited for it. It's called Kyushu no Sato in Aira. It's a small samurai village, and Kyushu means camphor tree. It's Japan's oldest. It's the oldest or tallest? I don't remember. We'll go see it though. Oldest or tallest camphor tree in all of Japan. And on my way to Aira, I'll be stopping at Sengan-en and checking that place out. After a delicious buffet breakfast and a hot cup of joe, I packed up my bags and put on waterproof pants. Today's gonna be wet. Okay. It's forecasted to rain all day today. Having good gear really makes a difference in keeping me dry and warm as I ride north along the western coast of Kagoshima Bay with Sakurajima shrouded in clouds just across the water.
Hello. Konnichiwa. Good. Sengan-en. Parking.
Okay, okay. Bike too.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Sengan-en is a historic daimyo garden built in 1658 by the Shimazu clan, one of the most powerful feudal clans during the Edo period and the rulers of Japan's Satsuma domain. It was used as a secondary residence with a garden that spans over 12 acres. With so many beautiful things to see, I spent almost 5 hours wandering the grounds and toured the Iso residence, which has been preserved in the way it was used in the 1890s.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Yes. Hi, hi. Okay. Arigatou gozaimashita. Looks like I'm not the only one touring around on a motorcycle. It's up, everything's still dry on the inside. Bike is nice and wet.
Today's continuous rain slows to a drizzle as I ride this beautiful coastline highway towards Aira and my final destination for the day, a small samurai village called Kamo, my base for the next 2 nights as I explore the mountains between Aira and Satsuma, hiking, waterfalls, a crater lake, and relaxing in a countryside onsen, all of which will be in the next episode of the Moto Experience Japan. I still have a ways to ride till I get to Kamo. Enjoy the scenery. I'm now in Kamo. This is the little street I'm staying on with a 2-bedroom apartment in the back of this property.